Welcome to Cowgirl Up, the podcast dedicated to elevating your mindset. I'm your host, Lori Blickenstaff, certified mental performance coach at mentalgame101.com. Today we're going to talk about cultivating joy. Now, yesterday we went through some mood enhancers, and you might be wondering, well, what's the difference between a good mood and feeling joyful? Well, our moods are really quite fleeting, right? Joy is more of a kind of a constant internal state, and it definitely is related to our mindset. And just like our mindset, we don't want to leave joy to chance. We can't rely on other people or successes to bring about joy for us. It's something that we have to actively cultivate. And the good news is that today we're going to talk about some ways to do just that. The first is to slow down. Our world, as you probably noticed, is going way too fast. One of the ways that we can slow down is through mindfulness practice. Basically, mindfulness is just the practice of returning our attention to the present. So you're probably familiar with meditation, which is one way of doing this. Now, I'm not talking, there's all kinds of meditation, but the one that I've used, actually my favorite app is called Headspace. And, there's nothing woo-woo about it. It's just like the audios will guide you through the meditation and just remind you to where's your mind now? Bring it back to your breath, which is in the present, right? Or sometimes they'll use like a body scan, just again, to keep your mind right on what's happening here and now. And then my favorite way to do, I call it a mindfulness walk. So I will just, as I'm out, usually walking the dog, I kind of challenge myself to see how long I can focus on just the sound of the birds, and then how quickly I can refocus back to the sound of the birds when I notice that my mind has wandered. A second way to cultivate joy is to spend time with people who make you feel good, to invest time into nurturing those healthy, long-lasting relationships. And number 3 is to do something for someone else. Acts of kindness and helping others trigger the release of endorphins. And this leads to what's called the helper's high. So it can actually give you a boost in mood and overall outlook on life. And the more that you practice kindness acts, then the more that it sets in for a consistent feeling of joy. And the last one I want to touch on is the power of being in nature. So research shows that spending time in nature significantly improves both physical and mental health, reduces stress, reduces blood pressure, and boosts moods. So as little as 10 to 20 minutes in a natural environment can improve all of these things. So tomorrow I'll give you a strategy to incorporate what you've learned this week into one powerful action. But before we go, repeat the power statement to yourself after me. I choose to cultivate more gratitude and joy in my life. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have any questions, feedback, or comments, I'd love to hear from you. Email me at lori@mentalgame101.com.